Today is obviously a pretty exciting day for me, for our program, hopefully for Hayden and his family as well. We're just really excited to add a big piece to the puzzle for a late 2018 addition to our recruiting class. So, really excited to have Hayden. I'll give you a small introduction, onto Hayden. Hayden's a local guy, goes to CAK, loves baseball, and we're just really excited to have him part of our program here. For Hayden, he's a baseball guy, so we're happy to have a guy that just cares about the sport like he does. But in addition to that, I think when you talk about adding pieces to your team, it's, the athletic ability is obviously, a key piece to it, and someone that understands the game, but more so, I think when you start looking at pieces that you need to add to your program, toughness, I think Hayden, it's unbelievable the amount of toughness that he's shown over the last year. Just the level of commitment just to keep coming back, the ability to handle adversity, which as we all know in baseball is just a never-ending thing, as Hayden knows too. And honestly, the most important piece I think is the courage that he continues to show and just to knock this, just right in the teeth every day. So I think our guys are going to learn a tremendous amount of lessons. I hope Hayden has half as much fun as I think our guys will with it, because we got a great group of guys, but just fortunate to be able to add someone like Hayden as a part of that. Also, we got Hayden Henley hanging out over there playing with the balloons. Glad to have them a part of what we're doing too, and just thanks to Jason and Carrie as well, just for allowing us to be a part of Hayden and what he's doing. And again, guys, just be sure you welcome Hayden and his family with open arms, because he's going to be a big part of what we do moving forward. I'm going to kind of take a step back for a few minutes, and I'm going to put Hayden on the spot and make him super uncomfortable. What I want to do is just ask Hayden a couple of questions. I know Hayden has got to meet some of our leadership team, some of our assistant coaches, but we've got a lot of other people in here that I want them to hear from you too. First, kind of tell us, your first how Team Impact kind of started and how you kind of got your foot in the door with Team Impact.
So, based on how I know it, I think we had, was it someone in Oregon? Is that who it was? So someone in Oregon that my parents were somehow connected with. They had someone there that was connected to Team Impact. They had the Oregon University ended up having having someone on their sponsor someone onto their team, and someone like mutual friend from my parents reached out to my parents and said that they just told us about this program, and basically from there we tried to kind of got into it and figured it out, and then we started talking to some of the official or people from Team Impact, and we basically came all the way to here.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you did. And my next thing, and this is, you can make this as small or as big as you want to, okay?
Okay.
Kind of tell our team, people listening, your journey the last year. I know it's been up and down at times, but I think we're in a good place right now, so talk a little bit about what the last, I'll say 12 months have looked like for you, and that all the therapy, the diagnosis, everything that you're able to share, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So about 10, 11 months ago, it was actually on Halloween Day. I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome at downtown Children's Hospital. I had been experiencing tics. I'll further explain that in a second. But I had been experiencing these tics, and they had grown and grown. And eventually we said we had to do something about it. So we went downtown Children's Hospital, and so I got diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, told them my symptoms and stuff like that. And so you diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, and the person, so I'd say it wasn't the best experiment or the best thing to hear from a doctor, especially since he's in a Captain costume on Halloween Day. So besides that, I don't really know if that was cheered me up or kind of got me farther back down. But Yeah, so he basically introduced some like medications that I could take, and so he gave me, I think it was like a week after I'd been diagnosed, I started on this medication. I don't remember what it was called, but so I took it for about a month, and it literally tore me up. Like, I was sleeping a lot more than usual. I didn't have as much energy, and it was bad. So, and then I finished I finished at like the beginning of December, like right before Christmas break for school. And I started feeling a lot better, so we basically knew that was the issue of why I'd been feeling terrible. So we actually, for Christmas, we went on a Christmas vacation, basically. We went to Arizona, and then we came back, and then I don't remember, it was like 6-7 months ago. That would have been like February, I think. So in February, I started therapy at a place called the Health Factory, and I started with, I don't know, I did lots of different things with them. Currently, I'm in a thing called neurofeedback. So yeah, I'm in a thing called neurofeedback, which is for my brain. So basically, I'm just watching a screen, and the screen gets darker and brighter, and it's louder and quieter. So like, I want it to be brighter and louder, but if it gets down, then my brain auto-corrects it. So that's for my Tourette syndrome, and I'll tell you a little bit about what Tourette syndrome is. It's a neurological disorder where you have these movements in your body called tics, and those are basically like when you have a tic, it's like a movement in your body that you can't control. So it's like, I mean, I've had so many that vary between, like, there's two different kinds of tics, verbal and motors. Alright, verbal tics and motor tics. Motor tics are like with your body, verbal are like noises. And I've had both of those, and they've changed ever since I was like very young, like 2 or 3. And then, yeah, so I've done therapy through that, and it's just been crazy. Dietary stuff, I've taken blood, I've done a bunch of different things through that, and it's been great. I've gotten so much better throughout all that therapy, and now I think it's probably 7 months of therapy that I've done, and it's just improved and gotten better and better. Now I'm trying to get the last little bit of it off. I mean, I've gotten so much done, just a lot of people aren't going to notice it at all, which is crazy, because when I started, it was just like, you didn't know me unless I had tics, basically. So now, yeah, so I've gotten a lot better now. Yeah, and I'm finishing the therapy. I don't know how long I'm going to do it. Probably for another, I don't really know. But, yeah, long time. Just trying to get that finished. And then, yeah, it's basically, and I'm all the way to here.
Well, that's very good. I mean, that's the thing that you'll notice about Hayden, honestly, is, you know, how mature he can sit here and have a conversation. If I was, you know, in his shoes, I'd be running out the door, to be honest with you. So, and I think some of our guys right now, if you put them up here and ask them to talk about something like that, there's just no way. So, Hayden, man, we're lucky to have you join us. You know, really are. And, you know, just excited. And I know we're just now getting to start that journey, you know, to be honest with you. But now that fall practice is fired up, we got some ping pong matches, we got some practice, we got a lot of stuff to get on here. But again, parents, thank you all. Thanks for everybody for coming. You know, so I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that's to make it official with the NLI.
Yeah.
There it is, man. It's the 26th.
This is 26?
Yep. So 26th.
What's the time?
5:09.